let's go to furnishing one of these bedrooms. All right. I'm going to draw a rectangle here to show you guys that now you've made a zone in your project right here that is kind of your circulation path, right? You go from door right by the wall, yet to another door. So you're not interrupting any furniture too much, right? You're not walking around furniture, and if you had a circulation diagram, it would be pretty clean. Doesn't zigzag around. Having that in mind, we're going to need to think about, let's delete this actually, where to place the furniture. It's a bedroom, we need a bed. Let's go ahead and use the queen-sized bed. Okay, and I'm going to move that bed over from here to here. Okay, so I think this begins to make sense. That bed may be too large for this room if I want to go ahead and place a desk. It'd be nice for a room to have a desk that kind of faces the window outside. But now I don't have room to put a closet, right? I don't have a dresser. Where am I going to put my socks? I don't know where to put my socks. And it's nice for a bed to have a side table on both ends. So since this is a temporary retreat, I'm going to actually delete these guys, and I'm going to bring a smaller bed. We tried the big bed. It doesn't fit very well. It makes it too jammed. But do remember, if you're in more control of this, you want to make a bedroom that you can place a queen bed in. So I'm going to move that guy somewhere here. Okay. And again, it's nice when a bed has a side table on both sides, right? Isn't that where you put your cell phone to charge? All right. Okay, and how about a place for my socks? So I'm going to copy a dresser from there to there. So if I had a queen-size bed here, I can't put a desk, a little study, and I can't put a dresser, right? So that's why I chose the smaller bed. I guess you could do it, it'll just be too squeezed. So I'm going to move this slightly off the wall this way and slightly off the wall this way so we can read it. And I've still maintained my circulation path right here. Okay? If you notice, all my furniture is sitting in one area designated right there. Okay, makes sense? Organize your furniture in a way that it is disciplined inside the room. Okay? In a way that it's disciplined inside the room. You don't have to walk around the furniture to get from one door to the other. That's super, super important. And I'm going to move on to the bathroom, which is here. I'm going to immediately make a deduction here. I'm not going to use this toilet. It has too many lines in it, and it's an institutional toilet anyway, so I'm going to delete that. Please don't use that toilet. And these two are the same. I'm going to delete that. These two are the same. I'm going to delete that. What am I left with? With a choice of a bathtub versus a shower. It seems to me that I may not want to put a toilet right here. Right? That's a little weird, huh, isn't it? So by the process of elimination, I know I'm not going to put a toilet facing the door. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is maybe I'm not going to put it by the window either. So I'm stuck somewhere here. I'll move it to this end for now. And maybe it's okay to have a tub right next to a window. That may be kind of neat, actually. All right. So I'm going to move. You just have to clean the windows a lot and make sure the mold doesn't grow. Now that I've done this, I know that this toilet doesn't work this way. So what I'm going to do is rotate the toilet at least. Okay, rotate it 90 degrees and move it back. Okay, move that guy from somewhere here to somewhere there, then move it a little bit closer to the tub. And voila, I think we're good. I think that works, right? So what about that gap? What do you do with that gap? Can we make a shelf where you put your shampoo and things? Okay, maybe it's a seat. It becomes a shower seat, which could be really cool, right? Actually, I would just move that back, and I would delete these leftover lines here. Okay, now it reads a little bit better as a tub surround, huh? Is that a little bit better? You can move this. As a matter of fact, you can put your shower head here if you wanted to. Okay, because it's awkward to have a shower head here while the toilet is there. So I'm going to move that over as well. The only problem here is that I'm making too many plumbing walls, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. And you can sit at the seat, look outside while your feet are on the water. You can have the shower drizzle water on you while you're sitting there. I don't know. So the moment you do this, I think you need to rotate this 90 degree as well. So I'm going to make a back, but then I'll move it back this way. I think this makes a little bit more sense. Delete. So the default position for the sink lavatory is going to be nowhere else but, of course, here, I think. Okay, now you can walk in, and maybe I'll stretch this out so that there's a little bit more sink countertop. Okay, don't bring it too far closer to the toilet, right? And this toilet already, the way it is, would never work in a public project, because if you're in a wheelchair, you can't get into this toilet and get out of this toilet. If you're in a wheelchair, you can't get into this tub and get out of this tub. If you're in a wheelchair, you can't even walk, roll yourself in here because the door swing is too close to the lavatory. You can get in, but how do you turn yourself around in your wheelchair and close the door back? You can't do it. Okay, so just take this with a grain of salt. This is not an Americans with Disabilities Act compliant bathroom. Okay, you'll do this stuff later in your future as students. So I don't know when you're going to do that, but just for the sake of discussion, I'm going to change one of the bathrooms to a shower. Okay, so I'm going to move this closer to the bathroom. Maybe we'll change the middle one. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and delete this information. I'm going to leave that in place, and I'm going to group this maybe and move it over. And maybe in the situation I don't have a tub, but I have a shower. And there you go, you have a shower. Okay? If that's the scenario and you have a shower there, you may want to move the toilet slightly further to the left. Right? And the whole bathroom could be arranged slightly differently. That's a little quirky with this stepping condition. Anyway, I think we're good with this.